God bless you. Welcome to the Community Show, Be Restored television show. I'm your host, Prophet Cedric Banks, along with
Prophetess Dinetta Banks.
Got a great dynamite show for you today. A wonderful guest who's doing some great things out in the community in the 9th Precinct Community Relations Department. This man is getting it done. But before we talk to him, we're going to open up in prayer. Father, we thank you right now for the show today. We thank you for all those that's going to be on the show. We thank you for the 9th Precinct Community Relations President here today, God. Just anoint his tongue today, God, and give him the things to say today, God, to be a blessing. He's already been a blessing, God, but let him continuously be a blessing. In Jesus' name, amen. Mm-hmm. All right. We're going to make one announcement next month on March the 31st, Friday. Where we're at now?
It's going to be at the Wow Center at 14111 East 7 Mile Road. It's right at 7 Mile and Gratiot behind Mike's Market.
All right. That's our church. That's our wonderful church there. And we are going to have a Detroit City Clerk Candidate Forum. And we have some tremendous, powerful clerks, candidate clerks, that's going to be on that forum on that day. Some very powerful people that's going to be on that day. Many great people have RSVP'd with us. And Janice Winfrey, the current clerk for city clerk, current clerk, Deanna Wilcoxon, Hester Wheeler, and matter of fact, Hester Wheeler is out here in the TV audience with us. I know that voice anywhere. I know that voice anywhere. In front of a million. He's right here, you know. Yes, and many more. But we're going to get going right now. We got a great man here who's really getting it done in the 9th Precinct area, Community Relations Department. And matter of fact, a good friend of mine, this brother, I really love this brother. This is my man right here. President Andre Walt, welcome to the Community Show.
Thank you for inviting us to join you on your show. We appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime. President, you got some great things going. What do you have going? What's going on with the 9th Precinct Community Relation up under the great Commander Mahone?
Yes, sir.
What's all going on there?
Well, Commander Mahone has a series of wishes that our precinct has to roll out this year. One is our series of patrols in which we have Mrs. Myra Gracie here. You know, we're blessed to have her. Other is our youth initiatives that we're putting together to bring our youth together in our communities. We're having a series of problems with our youth. School get out, they're playing around a lot of the abandoned homes and blighted buildings, and so we're looking forward to addressing those issues this summer. Other initiatives are our seniors. Our seniors are scared in our communities, and so we're looking to address those issues heavy. Bringing on board a bunch of businesses. We have a plethora of businesses that are reaching out to us now and being more of a service to us. Here today on our community business board, we have our chair, Mr. Bruce Harvey. Mr. Bruce Harvey is the owner of the food exchange on Harper Avenue. We have Mr. Troy Ginyard. Mr. Troy Ginyard is the owner of Troy's Towing in the 9th Precinct region. New up and coming, another relationship we inspired to have is our community liaison. He is Mr. Matthew Williamson from DMC Strategies. That's a new business that we're bringing on board as well. And to my immediate right, don't want to be long-winded, is my Vice President, Mr. Mose Primus. one other business that I left out is Gratiot Wrigley Drugs. Gratiot Wrigley Drugs is another 40-year business that's based in the 9th Precinct of Gratiot Avenue in Loretto. These businesses has never said no to support the 9th Precinct. Has never said no.
That's wonderful. You know, it really looks like there's some tremendous things going on in the 9th Precinct Community Relations Department. It looks like it's prospering, and I know myself. You know, you brought me aboard.
Yes, sir.
And I've seen the work you have done. You know, working alongside of you. You know, you've been doing a tremendous job. Me and you done talked a lot of times on the phone and in person and things like that, and you are really doing a tremendous job. And definitely in my heart, they got the right person in that position. I don't know who's now you up for some type of re-election or whatever? Yes,
March 2nd, we'll have our nomination committee take nominations, and immediately following we'll have the elections for president, vice president, recording secretary, correspondence secretary, treasurer, sergeant at arms, parliamentary positions, and our business at large positions. So, yes, March 2nd we will have our elections for all our seats.
Where will that election be?
It will be held at the Hyman Recreation Center, which is 19601 East 7 Mile at Crusade.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll start that election process at 7 o'clock.
7 p.m.
That meeting will be at 7 o'clock, yes, sir.
Okay.
7 p.m. Pardon?
Living in the 9th Precinct.
Yes, yes. Well, those are the rules. The rules that you must live, you must reside in the 9th Precinct region. Yes. Thank you, Vice President.
Okay. Anyone got any questions for President Andre Walk, 9th Precinct Community Relations President? Anyone got any questions?
Yes, ma'am.
So what are the boundaries for the 9th Precinct?
The boundaries are, thank you, that's a good question. Hopper Avenue, from Connors to 8 Mile north, and from Hopper west to Shaner, well actually Groesbeck, and Groesbeck to 8 Mile down in I-94. Casual to Hopper, yes. Those are the boundaries.
What are the best things going on over in the 9th Precinct? What are the things you get most excited about?
The things I'm most get excited about is the unity.
Yes, okay.
Good question, Mr. Wooler. We weren't anticipated to come along as fast as we did. We progressed.
Amen.
We have managed to recognize over 82 block clubs, 1,132 members, and over 85,000 residents. And so while those numbers are steady developing, we're out diligently working in concert with our communities, and we're looking forward to bringing more programs on board to help. Some of our struggles, has been, like I said, a swath of crime, open land, vacant properties, blighted buildings. You know, we've been addressing those issues, getting homes tore down, getting those blighted buildings attended to, cleaning up Gratiot Avenue. We had quite a few cleanups and board ups. We're rolling out a new, I don't want to really say it prematurely, but we're rolling out a new police initiative in our community now, where it will help engage with our community and bring down some of this crime. Sincerely, our youth has been a huge target for us. We want to create the type of programs that would engage youth to seniors. You know, we feel that our seniors has been left out of the equation quite a bit, and we want them to have more harmony in our community. We want to have more inclusion with our seniors and not be afraid to come out and engage our youth.
Amen.
You talking about you talking about just the seniors or the youth?
The seniors.
Okay.
Yes.
What type of more contact are you looking to have with the seniors?
We're gonna have a senior luncheon, and in that senior luncheon, we're gonna have some engaging activities for our youth, our seniors to engage in. We want to bring our youth on board. We want to invite our youth so they won't be so distant from our seniors. One thing we must understand as a community is, and has not, let me say this to you. When we go back in history, we understand that the seniors of today were the baby boomers of yesterday. And so, even the government know where they are, because those seniors were the ones who marched. They helped create the laws. They were very active people. And so, to some degree, that has been lost. And so when we feel as though when our seniors try to pass that torch down to our youth don't get it. And so we want to reignite that. We want to reignite that among our seniors. We want our seniors to take the torch back. And so we can reactivate it. And we believe we'll get that done this summer.
Under your leadership, President Walk, from when you first came into office and what you're seeing now as you enter into a new term, what changes have taken place? I know I've been in many of your meetings and you've told us how drastically the changes are, the increase. What have you seen as the biggest changes?
Some of the biggest changes is that we have 8 new police officers brought into the 9th precinct. No disrespect to any of our officers. Our officers, community, our neighborhood, NPOs are a blessing in disguise.
Yes, sir.
We have a great captain in Captain Eric Decker. We have a wonderful commander and Commander Charles Mahone. But the 8 officers that they brought on board, those eight men and women they're youth, they're young. They're excited about being a part of the 9th precinct. They come with a wealth of knowledge, and they told us specifically that they don't want to leave. So that's a huge plus for us, because we were under the impression that people feared the 9th precinct, and that is something that we want to change. That's a stigma that we want to change abroad. A lot of times when we say the 9th precinct, sometimes we're frowned upon. And we want to create a level of comfort for our people. We want to bring integrity to our region and dignity and class respect. So every single event that we've put on last year has been just that. We want to be looked upon as one of the up and coming and thriving precinct regions that carries a level of class, dignity, and respect throughout the community.
That's real good, and you definitely seem like you have some great goals, and we have you and myself we have sit down a few months ago, and we have talked about some of the goals which you are looking to bring to the 9th precinct community relation. And so I have discovered your heart, and I've seen your effort on how you are trying to make that happen and everything, and that's great. That's great. And what are some more of your goals?
Well, we have
If they go ask them if they come into the meeting, they can come sit down.
in our region, we represent 5 zip codes. Our focus has been
So you what is that? You're in District 4?
4 and 3.
3 and 4,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Okay,
48205,
right.
48213, 48224, and 48236. I think I'm pretty accurate on that. Well, anyway, to make a long story short, our focus has been to touch all those areas, those zip codes, and bring resources and continue relationships upon all of them. And we have been engaging those regions portions at a time. Our primary focus was to go into 48205. 48205 was deemed the most notorious zip code in the country.
world.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And so we saw that to be a huge problem.
And it just happened to be in District 3.
Yeah, it's just
Wow.
yes. And so CNN had deemed it, called it Little Saigon, and so that lit fire up on our butt. And so we said, we can't have that type of reputation in any regard in the city of Detroit. And so we sat down and we looked at it, and the officers came together and said, listen, we need to go into that region and basically patrol it, a police car every 3 minutes. So it actually gives you the presence that a police car is falling out the sky. And that's what you call a fall out the sky tactic, when every 3 minutes, you see a police car patrolling the streets. And so it's been working. Crime is stubborn. We know that. And we're looking at other avenues to increase patrols, community patrols, so that we can further face that problem. Because we know that criminals travel. If you get them locked into one area, they start to escape and they cross community lines.
We had, speaking about the 48205 zip code, last week, it was either last week or the week before last, we had United States Attorney Barbara McQuaid
Yes.
on the show. She was on the show and everything. Just last week before last, and she was talking about the 48205 zip code, how they have the radar on those who are committing crime in the 48205 zip code. And she was mentioning if they don't get it right, they're going to come after them. And not just federal prosecutors. She mentioned Wayne County sheriffs, state troopers, Detroit police, just many different law enforcement agencies she mentioned. And I just recently found out that, not to get off the subject, but Barbara McQuaid was the prosecutor in the Kwame Kilpatrick case. I did not know that.
Yes.
Until while I was getting ready to interview her. But I'm not going to take too much time on that. But I did ask her, I kind of asked her hard questions, because a lot of people, we got a whole bunch of politicians, community leaders, look at the TV show. Yes. So I had to try to ask the hard question. I asked her, hey, Kwame got 28 years. I mean, he didn't kill nobody. I mean, did you have to give him 28 years? So, because he didn't kill nobody. I know you don't play in everything, and I know you're a little Marsha Clark, but did you have to give him 28 years? So she said, she told us something I didn't know. Just because he was in a position of authority, what'd you say? Public office.
Abuses authority.
Yeah, he abused his authority and everything, and they could have gave him more.
That can happen. And God bless that brother, because I know he had some good intentions, and that's what leadership can do. I mean, in my role, in my capacity, I do my due diligence to put the people first at all times.
Right.
You know, and like I said, you know, Barbara McQuaid is a small woman, but rule with iron fist.
Yeah, she does.
And so-
Yeah, I found that out.
And so,
Yeah, I found that out.
That's the true value.
I didn't know much about her.
Yes, that's the true value and respect in her, and I know she has some challenges coming up with this administration. At the same time, you know, we have to do our due diligence to do what's right. You know, people in the city of Detroit have suffered for a long time.
Right.
And I say it continuously.
Right.
That we need not to be locked into a box. We need to think outside the box.
Right.
You know, we need to work across community lines. I still keep a tight relationship with the fifth precinct. We still do things in council with the 5th precinct. 5th and the 9th precinct were together as a district. Since we've broken down, you know, we haven't strayed from that. So,
Still keeping a relationship. Huh?
yes,
Okay,
it's
that's
imperative
good.
that we do
That's
that.
good.
If we're going to be the comeback city, if we're going to be the comeback city,
You got to do it as a team.
you got to do it as a team.
You got to do it as a team. You know, it is now time out. It's time out for the one-man shows and
Yeah.
things like that, and for folks thinking that they can do it by themselves.
Absolutely.
Because you do have a lot of tenacious, brilliant people with the mindset out here to be effective and to be a force, but we got to do it as a team, because what one man can do, another man can't do, and
That's
what
right.
one man know, another man may not know.
That's right.
You know, but that's why God puts people around a leader that may have gifts and talents that he may not have.
Yes.
It doesn't mean that that leader is illiterate or anything. It just means that it takes all that to make up one whole.
Absolutely.
You know, it takes all that to make up one whole and everything. Where individuals around you may have talents and gifts that the leader may not have, but the leader is still the leader, though.
Yes. Pastor, I take no credit.
Right.
I take no credit. These beautiful folk is who make us who we are. I mean, these people that don't come out here and fight diligently for the community. And I stand with them. And so they keep me on edge, because they will not let me rest unless we get this thing right. And we must get it right. Everybody from one end of the spectrum to the next, everybody is important. And you've met our executive board. You know, our treasurer, Ebony
Yes.
Hurd,
Yes.
our correspondence secretary, Felicia Three,
Yeah.
you know, our recording secretary, Michelle, and that's our vice president, Mose Primus. And like I said, we have at the Hyman Recreation Center, our head supervisor is Byron Spivey, good man, do a great job. You know, the Hyman Recreation Center does 7,000 kids a month.
Yes, I heard.
7,000 kids a month.
That's amazing.
Right now, they're in fundraising mode to send these kids on trips, make sure that they get a chance to enjoy the great outdoors. And I'm talking about out of the city, you know, in the upper levels of the state, all the way down to other city limits, other states.
We got 5 minutes left.
Sure.
So, you got other people coming up, or how you gonna do it?
I want folk to get a chance to meet, you know, our business community folk, you know, and our vice president, you know. Myra, can you come up, please? Can you come up, Mose? Mr. Williamson? Mr. Harvey? Come on, Mr. Gilliard.
Now, this is your team?
This is my team. These
Okay.
are all the folk who have supported the 9th precinct. Of course, there's quite a few left out of the equation right now. They're
Yeah.
not here with us,
Okay,
but we're growing.
right.
And-
So these are the ones who have gotten you to the championship, you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
These are the folk who have stood with me in the battles.
Right.
They have supported me in everything that we've done. They never said no as a business community, and they continue to ask us, what do we need to help make our community better? What do our police officers need to help do their job?
That's outstanding when you have. That's outstanding when you have a team like that. You know, motivated and have the compassion and the drive to want to push you into that next level.
Yes.
And things like that, because you gotta, you know, that's God who puts people around you like that.
Yes, sir.
It has to be God.
Absolutely.
The reason why it has to be God,
Absolutely.
because I've interviewed some of the most powerful people in this city over and over, but I've seen some very selfish people around them
Yes.
that don't want to see them make it.
Yes.
I can read the people around them. I'm not gonna call them. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not gonna call them that. I don't do that. But that don't want to see them make it. So it's a blessing when you got people around you that want to see you make it.
Amen.
Because you know, there's a lot of people. Whenever you striving and trying to make it and trying to get to that next level, there's some people that you may have around you that don't want you to get to that next level.
That's right.
You know, but we thank God, President Wall,
Well, I met
that
you.
huh?
I met you, right?
Right. Well, so hey, well, you know what you know what me and you about, you know?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We don't even have to put that out there. You know that? You know what I'm saying? So, but we thank God for that. Now, did you want to introduce them, or did you want
Yes.
them to have some words?
Absolutely.
Or how did you?
Absolutely.
And because we got this Myra Gracie show coming on this Saturday, where she facilitated so beautifully. I can't wait to see you facilitated that really beautifully.
To your
I'm talking
right.
about when you sit on the end.
Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good show. Yeah.
To your right and my immediate left is Mr. Troy Ginyard. Troy, say hello.
And what is his role?
Troy is a patron of our community. He does everything over and above to make sure that our business board thrive. He supports us on everything. If we call Troy and ask Troy to donate to our cause or contribute to our cause, he never said no.
Okay.
Ever said no.
Kind of speed it up because we got 1 minute left.
Miss Myra Gracie, of course, you know, everybody's met her. She is the CB Patrol, Radio Patrol officer for our communities. We have Mr. Matthew Williamson. He is our liaison. You know, he represents DMC Strategies. They support us big time. We have Mr. Bruce Harvey. He's the owner of the Food Exchange on Harbor. The greatest hamburgers in the country. People come from all over to taste his hamburgers. Wow. You know, we got one of the biggest hamburgers you can imagine. Wow. He does a great job, a heck of a chef.
Did he bring any today?
And to
gotta
my
have a
further
laugh,
right, we have our Vice President and the President of Yorkshire Woods, Mr. Mose Premiers.
Yeah.
Mr. Mose Premiers is a soldier.
Wow, yes.
Soldier. Beautiful. Last second. Let me say this to a man that I have respected since day one I met him. You know, Mr. Hester Willard. People don't understand, I was up under his tutelage and served on the board of the Young Adult Committee for the Detroit branch NAACP. My man, Mr. Hester Willard.
All right. What a dynamic show today. I've been your host, Prophet Cedric Banks, along with
Prophetess Donetta Banks.
and along with.
Mr. Andre Walk, President of the 9th Precinct Community Relations Council.
We'll see you next Saturday right here at 8:30 on Comcast Channel 90.
Can I get a witness? How many worship you? Come on, get those hands in the air. I do worship you. Yes, sir.